Why, hello everybody, it's Joycelina and I'm back here on the Just Vanilla server and I wanted to show you, look what I caught. Let's go see. I've been fishing in my fishing farm, pulling up some stuff and was out and about at night. Where'd he go? I heard you. I heard you. I heard you. Uh-oh, where'd you go? There you are. Come here, come here, come here. I caught me a zombie villager. Ah, ha ha ha. So, we know what to do here, right? I've got me some splash potions of weakness and a golden apple. Let's get this all prepared. Watch me, I'll probably splash myself with this. Okay, and kaboom! Did I miss him? I can't tell. I think he's got the circles around him. I know, I clearly see the circles around me. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, this is it. Wow, look how fast that happened. That was immediate. I mean, this red thing's just like, you have to wait. He's a green guy? Are you kidding me? He's a green guy? You are the most useless. I can't even click on you. Yeah, I'm feeling more than, Oh, what are the chances, man? Well, maybe I can use and abuse you to get me some more more villagers, but you know what? You deserve the life as the fishing clerk. So let me make sure all the doors are shut. Completely useless. Man, I go through all this trouble to get you locked up, take how many hits on my armor, and this is what you give me? This is what you give me? Really? Erg. Okay, well, I need to make sure you get someplace where you can't go through a door. Because I'm not losing you to zombies. Okay, and once you get over here, I'm blocking you in. This is your life, right here. Walking back and forth, waiting for fish orders. You're certainly not going down there. Here. Can I push you? Don't make me get a bucket of water. I will. I will. In your face, man. You're not even moving. Oh, you're up against the trapdoor there. Well, there's a way to solve that. Yeah, you know what it's gonna trap? It's gonna trap you, buddy. Yep. 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 Bump. 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 Off you go. Get out of here. Get to work. Get to work. Aha! Now, I put that... No, that's not where I need you. Here, why don't I use the... There, I need you against here. There. Now look who's trapped. Wait, me. Anyway. Well... At least I've got my first employee. Useless. Hope I don't have to pay you that $15 minimum wage now. You will not be worth it. Anyway, well, I was excited. Actually, I'm still excited. My fishing farm is working great. And the nice thing is, one of the guys on the server, Dr. Slappa, had to step away to deal with an emergency. Personal real life stuff, you know, kind of happens, and logged off and died. Lost all his stuff. So I was able to use some of the bows that I've collected and give him back at least a Power 5 Infinity bow. You know what? He got a better bow than I even have myself. Maybe I should bother wasting my levels helping myself out too. So I was glad that we had all the stuff there. We've got some fishing rods. What I really like are the mending ones. And some books so far. I've got a couple of Silk Touch books that I can put, so now I can have a Silk Touch shovel and axe. So, well, today, see, it's almost nighttime. Today we're going to work on the skeleton spawner. It's got to be done. There are arrows that need to be gotten. And I think that's going to be a way more efficient farm for me than trying to do the spider spawner. The thing about the spiders is that for when we get our alchemy, whoops, wrong one, I'm going to need a lot more spider eyes. And so that'll be a great way of getting that. So eventually the plan will be to have an alchemy shop, and that alchemy shop will have the nether wart being farmed somewhere behind it or in the basement or something, so that we can have all of our potion items stored there and be able to create potions, and that might be something that we can work on selling. But anyway, so that's why I still need the spider spawner. That's what I was trying to say with all that. But for XP grinding, if I want to do it here, if somebody's in the end and I can't efficiently farm the ender farm, I want to be able to have something that is near my base and I can go and get whatever levels I need. If I need to get 5 levels or so, that it won't be that hard. And with the skelly spawner, it drops to where you're just whacking them, and you're not losing durability on any swords or anything like that. So I'm looking forward to eventually getting that done. But once we get down there and I have my supplies ready and things like that, I will come back to you. Okay, I'm here at the skelly spawner, and the first thing I need to do is I need to dig out 5 blocks from the center of the spawner. The reason I'm doing that is you want to have your walls start at 4 blocks. So you want 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the wall. But I hope to have at least, I might do something boring like I did for stickies where it's just the stone brick. But I actually had something else in mind, and we'll see if I'm able to accomplish that. So the first thing is to start digging, and also dig, I think, probably about 3 down, and make sure I have my half slab here. And I usually go like 5 up, so I might go 5 up, 3 down, something like that. Anyway, I'll get started on that, and I will bring you back once we've done all of our digging. Well, I have dug out my spawner, and I'm actually getting a few frame rate drops. Not quite sure what that's about. Anyway, so this is what I decided to do. Now, interestingly, probably no one else will see this, right? Once I take everything down, this is the inside. So, but wanted to do this. So if you have MSD, Minecraft Symmetry Disorder, this might bug you because I've got, a single space spawner. And actually, I need to change this. It's offset by 1. I'll build my tunnel at least right in front of the spawner, because that would be a thing too. So if you have that, I'm sorry, it's a single space here, but the whole room is double spaced, so it's actually 10 by 10. But I understand that feeling, because I spent probably an extra hour, because when I got done, the spawner was like on, let me see, I'm trying to remember, was like on this block. This part of the mouth, where it was like way too far this way and not far enough this way. So I had to tear this whole thing down, and this whole thing down. And this I had to shove 1 block away, and this one I had to build up 1 block forward, and then I had to alter this everything by 1 block. Because it was way too, it was only like 3 spaces on one side and 5 spaces on the other. So it was just really, or actually it would have been 6 spaces on the other. So it was way too imbalanced. And so I was worried that my spawn rates wouldn't be as good because of the spacing issue. So yeah, that took me a while. So from here we do our tunnel. So we do the single wide tunnel, a couple of blocks, and then we have to tunnel upwards. So and this is the tunnel actually that leads back down to the stairs. So we know where we are. Ta-da! So my kill chamber will be somewhere right along here. So we need and I'll probably have it down lower so that I don't have to build the thing to go up as far. So, but this time I'm going to do the math beforehand, because really what happened here is I didn't actually pencil it in. I probably should just pencil it in to make sure I did it right. So, yeah, so that was my fault for not doing it right, not doing my math before I got started. So I'm going to do it this time to make sure that I have the right number of blocks going this way, and then that I put my chamber going up the right way. And I have to go back up to my base because I don't, well, no, I do have wood. I forget. This is a mine shaft. I've got plenty of wood. So I need to make sure I have plenty of signs and water buckets. Do I have a water bucket? I should, because I have my water source here. I think I have everything I need. So I have plenty of iron if I can't find a bucket in all of this. But anyway, so I'm going to get to that tedious part, which is my least favorite, trying to especially do the tower. Whoops. And then I got to make it to where I can actually find this place easily. So I will come back once we see if my water tower and my kill chamber are working, and then we will go ahead and decorate what that kill chamber is going to look like. So where they land. One of the things I know for sure is that I'm going to at least have a 2-wide kill area, because otherwise I can only get 24. Because of the entity cramming, I could only get 24 at a time. So you can't AFK very long before you have to start killing stuff and max out. So I will have at least a 2-wide killing chamber. So maybe I'll have another skeleton face in the floor of my kill chamber. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So anyway, that way, at least now that I've learned how to do this, and it's very good use of diorite. Otherwise, what do you do with diorite? So I will get started on that. Not looking forward to it. It's tedious, but the rewards we will reap will be magnificent. The biggest thing is that I don't have to worry about having an infinity bow. Like, an infinity bow is great for if you're going to the end and you don't want to have like stacks on stacks of arrows. But for everyday use, it's nice to be able to carry a stack with you, because you don't run into that many mobs when you're just out and about. And so I'll be able to have a nice source of all the arrows that I want, all the bones that I want, especially for building. Bone meal is going to be a big deal, so I'm excited about that piece. But anyway, I will get started, and we will get back to you in a bit. So see you soon. Okay, well, I'm back. When you create something that's different, that's outside the norm, so like normally it would be a 9x9 room, and so I did 9x10. I didn't realize I'd forgotten some things. One, even if it was 9x9, I would have had to drop down this level. And then 2, it's 10x10, so one of the things we're going to have to do is make sure that I have a double water source on each side here. Trying to push things towards where I need them to be. So, it's not looking perfect on the floor because I had to bump this down, but still keeping that design in place and making sure that ultimately they'll still go in this direction. So it still leads to the same place where no matter where I'm standing, eventually, unless I'm standing here. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Maybe I need to do something different through here. Maybe I need to cut out this block. Do I need to cut out this block? What if I cut you out? Uh-oh. Now I have some place going the other way. See, now I got to work this out because we're not exactly 9x9. This is why 9x9 is the best way to do this. But, I still want to do my my thing here. Whoops. What did I do wrong here? There we go. Do my design. So I'm going to figure this out. I may just add another water source somewhere else along the line, but trying to get this working. Either that or it may not be the most super efficient. See, now it looks like the flow is okay. Maybe I need to make this double wide. And then just have everything double wide. And that might be the answer. So we'll see. I'll let you know what we figure out here. So I just might end up having a double tunnel up, because we got to make sure that no matter where they're standing, they get pushed. I'm not seeing that happen right here. Ha ha ha. We will figure something out somehow. So I will bring you back once I've determined how to solve this. Haha, I fixed it. So what I did, I still get to keep with the theme. I took the polished andesite and I just raised it up 1 here and put my source blocks on top of it so that even if something falls on here, it gets pushed off. and then it automatically goes. Then I have the 8 blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it goes down 1. And then I have my source blocks on each side here that then push me towards the center. And in I go. So then once I get here, I'll be able to do my my elevator up. And eventually you want it to do a 22 block drop. I think it's like 21 blocks and a half slab, something like that. If I recall, it's been so long. I can't even remember how long it's been. So we'll figure out how far down it is. So it's really from here to up there, and subtract that from how much I need to dig up. So that'll be nice. I won't have to dig all the way up because we have some space in which we can drop. So with that said, I will go and do that part now. So I'm glad I've got this part figured out. So if you want to do an even design like this, now you know how it can be done. Okay, so I've gone up 18 blocks. I wanted to make sure that I had enough room for them to drop and do that efficiently to make sure that they're as close to death. Most of them will be armored, or a lot of them will be armored. So they need to drop, I think it's 23 blocks will kill them, 22 blocks will leave them at low health unless whatever armor they have on, of course, adds to that. So there's a number of them that if they're wearing any armor, you're not going to be able to one-hit them with your fist. But regardless, if you have looting, you may just want to use a sword anyway. So I did my tunneling up. What I typically do is, so I have a hole down here that at the bottom of it has my water source. So I always leave one water source as a way to get up and down to my water source. Then I just place, so I mine out 2 sides, actually 3, because I mine out this tunnel too. So I mine those out and I just add this block back as I'm putting in the water source and the sign. So I'm not savvy enough to be able to like do the place the sign, place the water block, swim up, place the sign, place the water block, swim up. I mean, a skilled player would be able to do that. I have never considered myself a super skilled player. So we do it the old-fashioned hard way. But that's typically what happens. So at this point, they'll come up here. So like if I were to come down and I'm swimming up, bloop, 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 bloop. This point, oh, I think this block needs to move. So at this point, they're being pushed forward. No, not down here. No. So got to cover up my hole here. Whoop, that would not be the block. See, I told you, this is why I don't try to swim and place blocks. Anyway, so as you can see, this is what you'd need to do. There. Last one. Nope. Last one. Oh my goodness. So this is why I do it this way. And then we're going to mine out this away until we get to basically a drop. And we'll drop down 1 just to make sure that they'll flow off. Yeah. So we do that, and then we create our hole down once we get to this point. So we'll put the sign here to stop it. So that will force them here, and then we will have our drop all the way down to the bottom. And then, whoops, get back here. So they'll get pushed here, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. Uh-oh, what'd I do wrong? Yeah. Oh, I have to find I have to tunnel towards the opening. We'll find it. Anyway, I can hear the water. But now I gotta just get, oh, my shovel's right here. Now I just gotta get through all this, find my way to the lava in our opening, and then I can create our kill chamber. So I will see you when that's done. Did I just see diamond? Oh, hello. Well, this is probably really dark for you, but I saw diamond. Yeah, so they're going to come down here, And I don't want them to swim very far. So my kill chamber is going to be right about here. But I need to find my way back to our opening. Aha, there it is. And we're home, yay. So I'm gonna test it, see how it does. And pretty excited to see whether or not we get any skeletons spawning. And yeah, that'll be great. So I will bring you back once it's all, actually once I've figured out my kill chamber and set that up, then I'll bring you back so we can take a look at that. And I'm gonna get me some diamonds. So I came in here and I started to destroy the whatchamacallit, the torches, trying to take them out. Oh, yeah, hold on, let that one go. And I noticed that in these corners, I had put a block there, and so it was the andesite block. What I ended up doing is I had to take that out on both sides, and even though this is like 6 blocks or something that it's traveling, so putting that source there fixed it, so I can still push them back to that one, the hole for them to go up. So that was a mistake on my part, that I had a block that they could have just landed on or then swept to, and then they could have all just piled up in these 2 corners and I would have never gotten them. Haha, you missed me. Haha. Off to the death chamber. Nope. Okay. I'm hungry. I gotta get food. Let me eat. You go swim up and hopefully die or close to die. So anyway, I wanted to show you that. So I'm in the process of trying to get the rest of the torches off, which, as you know, this is the most dangerous part. So see, because there's just enough light now that they are, or the light's low enough that they're starting to spawn, and then they're coming after me. So I will complete that. I might die a couple of times. It'll be interesting to see. But I'll come back once this part is done and we're working on seeing if they actually die. Okay, from the looks of things, the kill chamber part is working. So that's good. And as you see, for a lot of them, they are dying after 1 or 2 swipes. Which is good, so we can mend some of our stuff, which right now I've got some stuff that needs mending for sure, because we've done a lot of mining out of stuff. So, and then you get every now and then you get the one with a lot of armor on it. There we go. Is that my spider annihilator? Works just fine because it has the sweeping edge. And what else did I also put mending. Oh, you know what? I have a book somewhere of like a sharpness I was going to look into putting, but I don't think you can do both. So, okay, so the next step for me is going to be changing up these blocks and changing what this looks like. So one of the things I have to calculate is how far away I am from the spawner. Because if I'm more than 16 blocks from the spawner, it's not going to fire off. And I think I might be within like a block or 2 of that. So it might be that I open up this on all different sides. I'm like, what is this? A bow. Hello, bow. So I might open up on all sides so that I can actually stand on this side or stand over here and have them spawn. So the spawner is in this direction. So then I know, because clearly just in my walking over here, they've stopped spawning at the rate that they were. So now that's my bigger concern. And of course, I never bothered getting the actual coordinates, so I don't know what coordinate the spawner is actually on. I know a rough estimate, I think, is what I put down. I don't know if I put the actual the spawner coordinates. So that's what I'm going to do now, is find out how far I am away from the spawner, so I can know how I need to build my chamber and where I need to stand in order to get them to spawn at a good rate. And then I will go to work on creating my kill center. So I will bring you back in a little bit. Well, guys, it looks like all our hard work is done. I went ahead. This is my kill spot. So we've got a a nice 8x8 area open here, and like I had mentioned before, I was going to do a 2-space kill zone so that if I stand here long enough, I can get more than just 24 mobs in there. So that is going to be the work of just upping my stuff, repairing my stuff, getting bones for bone meal, because I think maybe we will use it in 1 or 2 builds, so it would be good to have that. Nice to get the diorite out, so you'll know exactly where you're at. You're at the skelly spawn. Oh, by the way, I put in some, whoops, I always do that, don't I? I put in some chest so that we can, you can see, I made sure it was working, so we've been here a little while. AFKing. So, bows, iron, excuse me, chainmail, the bones. Did I say bones? These are bows. Hello, bows, bones. Arrows, galore. The gold stuff, so I need to still create some furnaces to start getting through the gold from those, and then the leather, which we'll probably just end up getting rid of, but doing some leather chest stuff there. We were doing a competition, but I didn't get this built fast enough, so we have weekly competitions, and you can see I'm at 0 next to my name. Trophibia here is at 1. And it's how many times, this week's was how many times you could basically clean your leather armor. So had I done this earlier in the week, I could have come, dyed this with the white, because we got tons of white. Whoops. See, again, bows, bones. Here we are, bones. So you can dye. Did I just put that in the bottom of the chest? Where did I put you? There you are. So you can come, combine this, dye it, and then go to a cauldron and dump it in the cauldron, and it washes it. So that was the quest for the week, and I didn't do any of that. But you'll see, so everything is nice and neat. I did a path, so this goes straight to my staircase. Well, it goes to the lava pit that goes to the staircase. Here's my mine here, so it's pretty close, and it's the next work will be to actually create a tunnel, probably all the way through, or create an access and a house or something, or maybe even a tower where you can have direct access, just go down a ladder and have direct access to the skelly spawner. So that's really, I don't think I have a cauldron, do I? I have iron on me. Why didn't I just make one? Hello? Now I have to make another bucket so I can get some water, because I want to show you this. And I want to have at least 1 piece. Oh, and I needed wood for my chests. And so I put up some trees. I'll have to chop those down. But we'll get our cauldron sitting in, which, I needed to decorate and add it to the kitchen here anyway. So we'll put our cauldron in. Ta-da! Set it down. Now we have a kitchen sink. So I've never done this. So do I just hit Q? Q it in? No, that did not work. Yeah, well, I have no idea. Do I click with it? Oh, that's what I do. So there. Now let's see. Joycelino, 1. I've cleaned 1 piece of leather. So I could sit here. Well, actually, I left all my bone meals back at the ranch. But I could sit here and do several of them. But I think somebody has like, a couple thousand. So it's like, no, thank you. I'll do 3 and call her a day. But with that, I think we're going to be done as I sit here and waste a little bit of water, waste a little bit of time, dying and undying, just because I wanted to participate. Anyway, with that, I think we're going to head out and call her a day. So I will see you next time.